What's up? It's your boy RBK in the building. If you're watching this, it's because you're not a peewee. So I just been doing some work on my birth chart. I just looked at my birth chart or whatever, and I noticed that like my rising sign is a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio rising. And I'm just gonna talk about a couple points. Number one, I noticed you got penetrating eyes. It says you got penetrating eyes from what I looked up, and I can definitely agree with that. Like you look at certain people, or pretty much most people for that, most people, and you can just see through all their bullshit. Like you'll know who they truly are, on a general level. You like, okay, this person is not, this person's not authentic. And it may not be that that person's a bad person. They just might not have that understanding in themselves to realize that they're being inauthentic. And there's other people that are being inauthentic and they're out to be malicious. You know what I'm saying? And those are the people, Scorpio risings, us, we can weed those people out very quickly. Number two, I noticed that people become really, certain people, depending on the situation, become real combative. Like I went to the club. I've been in situations and clubs and stuff like that where there was people just giving me the eye, just like looking at me so like angry. As soon as I walk in, like I could feel it, like they don't like you for whatever reason. And I always attributed to, I was like, maybe it's because I'm looking at them. But I noticed that that's like a trait of Scorpio rising. Once we go into a situation, we're filling everybody out. We're like, okay, this person's not to be trusted. This person here's, this person is a genuine person. Oh, this person has good energy. This person, I need to stay away from them. I don't even need to talk to them. And I feel like people feel your energy. I got this from another video I watched on the Scorpio Rising. People will feel your energy and they'll be pushed back by you. They'll be repulsed by you. But the truth is, you just noticed that they really ain't on shit. They on some bullshit. So you don't want to be around them. They picking up on that energy from you because they know they're inauthentic. You know what I'm saying? They're not, or they out for malicious intent. You know what I'm saying? So that's really not my fault. And I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Third thing, the attention from the opposite sex. Definitely realize that it's pros and cons to everything. That's a definite pro. When I go out, it's really crazy. It's very interesting to realize. Now I know why this is. It's just like I can point back to so many different instances. Not to toot my own horn and act like I'm just the finest thing on earth, but I walk into a situation and you could just tell. You just see it. You could tell. Other Scorpio risings, y'all know what I'm talking about, man or female. You could just see the opposite sex. They just staring you down like they cannot keep their eyes off you. Like they, even if they're not staring completely at you, they'll look away. They'll be talking to people. You'll catch them looking at you again. Catch them looking at you again. It's just something about you that just draws people in. Now, yeah, I think that's beautiful. I think that's really dope, man. I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy it. But you gotta, I believe you should use that power to magnetically pull people in. Because this is not just for opposite sex. This is for the same sex too. Like this is just for people in general. You have a certain power, and with that power comes a big responsibility. I believe you'll have people like, you can use this for the dark side, or you can use it for the light side. You can be a narcissist when it comes to this situation, or you could be a person that is of sound morals and values. There's a responsibility you have with this power to be magnetic and to pull people in. I just want to say this too, which I've also heard in other channels. Either it's either one or two of the extremes. One of the two extremes. It's either people are completely repulsed by you, or there is something about you that's pulling them in. You might have those little outliers that are kind of like on the fence about you, but for the most part, it's going to be one of two extremes, one or the other. So just realize that, and like I said, it's a power that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? And we're some really deep people. Because and the whole reason why we are Scorpio rising is because something happened in your childhood to make you feel like you couldn't trust the people around you, i.e., your parents for the most part, or your caregivers. You couldn't trust them to provide for you in some way, whether it's physical, emotional, or whatever it may be. So you learn to create your own defenses. It was for survival. But now you get older, you're out into the world, and what worked for you when you were younger may not necessarily work for you. It could be detrimental for you, detrimental to your success as an adult. It's good to know when people are lying and stuff like that, because you don't want to get you don't want to get cheated or disrespected. You don't want to get betrayed or played with. That's good, but also on the other end, you can also miss out on a lot of opportunities because you don't trust people. It's very hard for you to trust people. I speak from experience. It's hard for me to really trust somebody with my feelings, my emotions, and how I feel. But I think other parts of my chart, like I'm a my sun sign's in Leo, so that helps me a little bit more. And my moon is in Gemini, so I'm able to talk and convey messages to people in a clear and direct way. Where people, you know what I'm saying, they'll respond back favorably to me, but they got to get past that Scorpio rising, because a lot of times I could seem like I'm unapproachable. Sorry, people have told me that certain people have told me that I seem like I'm unapproachable. You know what I'm saying? And I always think, man, that's not the case, man. I don't feel like I'm like that. But then when I observe myself when I'm out and about, I could be seen as being unapproachable. Like, I could be giving that energy off. Like, don't talk to me. So just be cognizant of that, you know what I'm saying? Smile a little bit more if you're a Scorpio rising. I'm not saying be like, that's not what you want to, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to act like you from Lazy Town, but you know what I'm saying? Smile a little bit more and show people you care. There's a deep side to you. People feel this energy whether you realize it or not, they feel that strong presence. We have a naturally strong presence, whether you're a male or female. That's why when you go around certain people, you go in public places and you're looking around, you just feel people are giving you these nasty looks and stuff. It's because they're probably repulsed by you. They can't handle that energy. You have a strong presence. You don't have to say anything, and people can feel that energy, that electricity just churning. And it's really a beautiful thing when somebody really chooses to, hey, let me get to know this person. When somebody really chooses to get to know you and gets past that Scorpio rising, because all the rising sign is the face that you show to the world. That's the cover of the box. You open up the box, it's all kinds of stuff. Like I said, my sun's in Leo, my moon's in Gemini. So you'll get to know me. You realize that, this person's a real vibrant, loving, caring person. I pride myself on that. But there are people that just are not going to understand it. But understand that it's not your job to try to fix them. You give out love and then let it be what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I've already been on this video for almost 8 minutes. But if you've been watching this, it's because you're not a peewee. Oh, I messed that up. It's your boy Art Buchanan. I'm building, man. Listen, I'm out. Y'all see the skin. Y'all see the glow, man. We're doing it. Back on semen retention. Like I said, man, I'm on like day 9. What we talking about, man? Damn.